There's a curious detail about many popular plants. They don't die from lack of water. They die from too much. This happens so often that some botanists often say that water is the biggest enemy of houseplants. And it makes sense. Most species used indoors come from regions where the soil remains dry for long periods, and when we try to compensate with very generous watering, we end up eliminating exactly what they need most, the space to breathe through their roots. This is one of the most common mistakes among beginners, and also one of the most frustrating, because the plant looks beautiful until, suddenly, it starts to yellow, wilt, and rot. Understanding which plants require little water is not just a matter of care, but of peace of mind. When you choose the right species, the routine becomes easier, the plants remain healthy, and the environment transforms naturally. And today you will learn exactly which plants these are, why they like little water, and how to keep them beautiful for many years. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below which plant you've lost due to overwatering. Let's fix this together. 1. Jade succulent. The jade succulent is known for storing water in its shiny, rounded leaves, making it extremely drought-resistant. Interestingly, in some cultures, it's called the tree of fortune, used as a symbol of prosperity. Because it stores so much water, it suffers greatly when the soil becomes waterlogged. The roots rot quickly, and the plant loses its characteristic intense green color. Ideally, water only when the substrate is completely dry, providing strong, indirect light and well-drained soil with sand or perlite. The jade plant is perfect for apartments, work desks, and bright environments. Besides being decorative, it conveys a sense of calm and stability, making it great for those who like beautiful and practical plants. 2. Elephant's foot, Bauhinia forficata. The elephant's foot gets its name from its thick, swollen stem, which acts as a water reservoir, something like a natural tank. Even during periods of extreme drought, it can survive solely on what accumulates there. Overwatering, however, causes this trunk to rot from the inside out. It prefers strong sun, light substrate, and very infrequent watering, sometimes every 2 weeks or monthly. It's a perfect plant for spacious rooms, offices, and sunny balconies. Besides its exotic shape, it makes any environment more sophisticated, ideal for those who like striking plants but don't have time to care for them every day. 3. Lithops, living stones. The lithops is one of the most intriguing plants in the world. It mimics stones to camouflage itself in the desert. This adaptation protects the plant from extreme sun and also from predators. Precisely because it lives in places with very little water, it practically does not tolerate frequent watering. In many cases, watering 2 or 3 times a year is sufficient. When it receives too much water, it cracks in the middle or loses its color. It needs direct sunlight, a very sandy substrate, and shallow pots. It is ideal for those who like exotic and unusual plants, and is also perfect for collectors or people who live in apartments with plenty of light. Despite its small size, it becomes a curious and unique decorative piece. 4. Phalaenopsis, orchid. Many people think orchids need water all the time, but Phalaenopsis thrives best when the substrate dries out between waterings. Their roots need to breathe, and when they become waterlogged, they start to turn brown and soft. Interestingly, in nature, they grow attached to trees, receiving only rainwater that runs off quickly. Ideally, water only when the roots are silvery, maintaining indirect light and good ventilation. This orchid is perfect for bright rooms, bedrooms, and well-lit kitchens. Besides blooming several times a year, it creates an elegant look that matches any decor. For those who love flowers but don't want to care for them daily, it's an excellent choice. 5. Zamioculcas. The Zamioculcas became famous because it practically survives on its own. This happens because its thickened stems act as natural water reservoirs. Interestingly, in very dry environments, it can enter a saving mode, reducing growth to conserve energy. This is precisely why frequent watering is a problem. Excess water causes dark spots, softening, and an unpleasant odor in the pot. It prefers indirect light, well-drained soil, and a watering interval that can reach 20 days or more, depending on the temperature. It is ideal for beginners, offices, low-light areas, and those areas of the house where no plant seems to thrive. Those with busy routines find the Zamioculcas an ally, thanks to its resistance and elegant appearance. 6. Snake plant, Sansevieria. The snake plant has rigid leaves that function as natural water tanks. A curious detail. It performs a differentiated type of photosynthesis, releasing oxygen mainly at night, which has made it one of the favorite plants for bedrooms. As it does not need frequent watering, excess water ends up suffocating the roots. Ideally, water every 10 to 20 days depending on the climate and allow the soil to dry completely between waterings. It tolerates filtered sun, partial shade, and even darker environments. Besides being resistant, it's excellent for purifying the air and fits very well in entryways, living rooms, and corners where other plants don't adapt. For those who travel a lot or forget to water, this one is practically infallible. 7. Aloe vera, Aloe. Aloe vera is one of the best-known plants for its medicinal properties, but few people know that it is extremely sensitive to excess water. Its leaves are veritable reservoirs of gel, which eliminates the need for frequent watering. An interesting fact is that this internal reserve allows it to survive for weeks in arid regions. When it receives too much water, the leaf becomes soft, transparent, and begins to droop. Ideally, it should be kept in direct sun or intense light, in sandy and very well-drained soil. Aloe vera is perfect for balconies, sunny backyards, and even well-lit bathrooms. In addition to decorating, it offers practical benefits, as its gel can be used for small skin and hair care routines. 8. Column cactus, cereus cactus. Column cacti are symbols of resilience. They come from regions with very little rainfall, and their elongated body acts as a large internal water reservoir. A curious fact is that these cacti can live for more than 50 years when properly cared for. Therefore, frequent watering is dangerous. Just 1 week of waterlogged soil is enough for the roots to begin to rot. Ideally, water only when the substrate is completely dry, providing full sun and sandy soil. They combine very well with modern and minimalist decor, bringing a sculptural look to living rooms and balconies. They are great for those who like plants with a striking presence but don't want a frequent maintenance routine. 9. Lavender. Lavender is famous for its relaxing scent, but few people know that it hates waterlogged soil. In fact, in Mediterranean regions where it is native, the soil is usually dry, stony, and very well drained. Therefore, overwatering causes it to wilt quickly and lose its characteristic aroma. Lavender needs full sun, little fertilizer, and infrequent watering, only when the substrate is completely dry. It is ideal for sunny balconies, front gardens, and even windows that receive plenty of light. In addition to its delicate appearance, it helps to repel insects and brings a tranquil atmosphere to the environment. For those looking for a beautiful, fragrant, and practical plant, this is one of the best options. 10. Agave. The agave is a majestic plant with rigid leaves that store large amounts of water. Like cacti, it grows in deserts and savannas, where it can go weeks without rain. Precisely for this reason, excess water is the main cause of death for the species. Ideally, it should be offered full sun, sandy soil, and infrequent watering, only when the substrate is completely dry. The agave is perfect for outdoor gardens, large pots, or sunny areas of the house. Besides being resistant, it creates a sculptural look that transforms any environment. For those looking for a striking plant that is also easy to maintain, it's one of the best choices. After learning about these 10 plants, it's clear that watering less doesn't mean neglecting them. In fact, for many species, this is exactly what guarantees health, longevity, and beauty. Excess water continues to be one of the main causes of plant loss in houses and apartments, and understanding the natural rhythm of each one is the difference between a thriving garden and one that needs constant redoing. These plants we saw today have one characteristic in common. They store water efficiently and prefer environments where the soil dries completely before receiving a new watering. By choosing such species, you make your routine lighter and create a healthier and more balanced space. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these plants have you had, or which are you thinking of growing? Tell me in the comments. I love to know your choices. Also, take the opportunity to like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who always overwaters their plants. And in the next video, I'll show you plants that can bloom year-round, even when grown in small pots. Some of them are amazing. See you there.